Hi, it's Mr. S, and today I would like to share how to use Nearpod. So the goal for you is to know what a Nearpod is, how that works, plus I want you to be able to use the existing lessons or create your own lessons. And I'm going to divide this video, the Nearpod video, into two parts. One is looking at slides, the existing slides, and creating your own slides. Part 2 will be looking at the live lesson from student view and the teacher view, and also looking just going to suggest some classroom use, how to use it in the classroom or outside the classroom. Please check out the other videos that I usually upload. It's been 2 weeks or so since I've updated the last video. I've been busy a little bit, but I'm back again. What I usually do are the math lessons and studying tips that are probably going to be helpful when learning something. This one is a little bit different. It's a Nearpod, it's a website, especially for teachers, so I'm going to actually add a playlist called websites or whatever so that access can be easier. Anyway, please check out the other videos that I usually do, the math and the studying tips. Alright, so let's look at, this is the part 1, by the way, part 1, searching the existing slides and creating your own slides. So let me go back to the home page. And when you create a account at a Nearpod, you're going to look out like this, and I've already created a couple of things already, so it's here. And what you can do is, from this place, or here, either one, you can search the existing slides. Click here and you'll be able to type in the topic that you want to, or search by the subjects, grade level, or the resource type. Or you can look at the standards like Common Core or state level specific things like Alabama. Click here and then say subject. You can look for free or paid version if you want to, and just explore. There are different things you can actually maybe be able to implement in your classroom. Alright, so let me go to my library and I'll show you how to create your own lessons. It's here. Either you can create a lesson in Nearpod or create it in Google Slides. Personally, I prefer Nearpod, just doing it inside of Nearpod. Unless you want to do it in the Google Slides and share with others or collaborate with others, I would go with this inside of Nearpod. I tried this, but I tried to make it in the Google Slides, but to me it was easier for me. It was easy to use inside of Nearpod. So you click here, and once you do that, you will see a blank presentation without these slides. And when you want to add slides or content, you click add a slide and say add a content and pick anything you want to do. You can add web content, or you can add an activity that I'm going to do later, and I'll show it in the next part 2 of this video. You can also add a slide by clicking between the slides and say add a slide and whatever you need. Or click a slide and say delete this slide, copy the same thing, paste the copied slides, or convert it to draw it, and I'll show you what draw it is later on. So let's add a couple of things. I want to show a couple of things. Slide is pretty much a slide that's targeted to share information to the students. So here's a slide, and you can add a text, video, image, or GIF, or anything that you want to add from your computer. You can change the background of this slide, or you can change the layout. Currently it's title plus 1 element, but you can change the title plus 2 elements, or just like this. or just one element with no title, or make it 4 elements. You can add audio if you want to. You can also change the theme from here. If you change the theme, it's going to change the theme for all of the slides in this presentation, this YouTube presentation I'm using right now. Right now I'm using this green background plus this font. But if you click here, if I click here, and it's going to show like this to all of the slides, the 3-4 slides that I already have. If you want just one of them, you just click background. Right? Now once you're done, click save and exit, and it's there. I'm gonna add a little more, and here is a Nearpod 3D. You can look at things in 3D, move around if they want to. And here are a couple categories. I'm gonna click Galaxy. Was cool, so I'm gonna click that, and I'll put it in here. Another slide, content simulation. It's especially math and science, but I'll just go with middle school math and say area model algebra. Let's go to area builder, and just a simple one. If you want to just explore what you want to choose for your students. And that was simulation. Here's the field trip. You can go to different places. It's a virtual trip. I'm just gonna click Great Wall of China and click done. Also, I'm gonna add, oh sorry, that was it. Now you can add slideshows, PDFs, videos from YouTube, or anything with content if you want to. I'm gonna add different activities, and I'm gonna do a couple of things. Time to Climb is a quiz activity, but it's timed plus it's competitive. So students will compete against each other, basically. It's gonna increase the engagement, but be careful, it has time limits, and be careful that I'm gonna show that in the part 2, but students will be able to see their scores and others' scores, so please be careful that some students do not like competitions, but it does increase engagement for some students. So what you're going to do is type in the question, instruction, and the answer choice. If you also you can, oh sorry, click the answer and choice, wrong choice. And if you want to add another choice, you can click here. If you want to add question, you can now click here. You can also change this into image, which means that students will choose the image, the correct image, instead of correct written response. Once you're done creating the Time to Climb quizzes, click save. And I forgot to click the correct answer, which is here. Once you're done, click the save, and it's ready for students to do it. I'm going to add a little more activities. Open-ended question is pretty simple. It's an open-ended question. You ask a question, student will respond to it. Question. And done. You can add a timer. Media, if you want to have students to record, they can do that as well. Except it's have to be in beta version, I think. But once you're done, click save. Next is quiz is pretty much the same as Time to Climb, except it's not competitive. Matching pairs, I'm not gonna do this as well. Flipgrid, no. Draw it, collaborate, that's what I'm gonna add. Draw it is something pretty interesting, I felt. It says instruction, I'm not gonna put instructions. If you want to go ahead, you can. Upload background image. What you can do is search the background image, and actually students will be able to like draw it on that background, which is kind of cool. So let me do like drawing. Maybe instead of drawing, let's put tracing. and see if this is better. Maybe not. Nope. I was thinking about something else. Trace. Ah, okay, this one might be good. Save. And what happens is students will be able to draw it in here, in this picture. And I'll show you that in the part 2 of this video. Add a slide, add activity, and collaborate. Collaborate can be used to do a discussion or start a discussion. I've been using collaborate pretty often. It's very helpful. So a topic, you click a topic, and enter a description if you need. You can change the style anywhere like this, and once you're done, click save. Other things you can do are poll, fill in the blank, memory test, all that stuff. Anyway, so once you're done, you click save and exit. It might ask you to insert the title if you haven't, but I've already did. It says demo for YouTube. Anyway, so this is the end of this part 1 of the video. I've done the I've showed how to look up the existing slides, plus I showed how to create your own slides. Part 2, which is coming up next, are student teacher view. I'm going to actually do the lesson, and I'll show the teacher version and the student view. Also, I'm going to do classroom suggestions at the end. So please check out the part 2. I'll see you there. Bye bye.